So, welcome back to Pudgy Rolls.
Tooling down the highway doing 79. I'm a twin pipe papa and I'm feeling fine. Hey man, dig that. Was that a red stop sign?
Today, we're in the Acura, which one is this again?
RDX.
RDX.
It's the Acura RDX crossover.
So today, yeah, doing Acura. I get to see this car. I only got to see it during post-production. I didn't get to do the actual filming. It's nice in here. So as always, he's going to talk about what it feels like, what it's like to sit inside, and yeah, as soon as he gets done going over his information, I'm going to talk about what it's like to drive. Let's go ahead and get started. Well, the first thing I noticed is I've got room for days. It's nice. Got the nice little cubby holder here, a big one. Almost fit like a little tablet in there. You got two little an auxiliary port and a USB port down there. I can see everything about the driving information, which is kind of cool, so I can act as navigator.
Yeah.
So the driver doesn't have to deal with that. So
we'll go ahead and put the little shot in right about here, but as you can tell, that is a huge screen on both up and the upper and lower. The upper one is for the rear view, for the backing up, and the bottom one is for more of your display for radio and other kind of stuff, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. And the seats are nice. They're leather, but they are ventilated, which is nice.
Oh, I did not notice that one.
Yeah, they got little holes in them for ventilation.
Oh, cool.
So you won't be all sticky from New Mexico sun.
Sticky.
Yeah, sticky. Got all sorts of nifty features that I don't know what do. I'm scared to touch them.
Right. It's got really nice knobs for the AC. Notice that right off. You got this is the radio with a huge ass volume dial. I think volume.
Yeah, I think it's a volume dial. I don't know. It says audio power off. I don't want to turn it on right now. Different controls for different things. More just looking at the AC controls and everything. I'm trying to figure out what this thing is. It almost looks like it's ventilating the mirror. And I can't tell. But why would you want to ventilate the mirror? I don't know.
Or heated mirrors, so that way they unfog.
That could be it. Because it is actually an unfog button, now that I think about it.
Stopping.
So yeah, it actually, I think you're right, because you've got above it, the front, the symbol for front defrogging.
Defrogging?
Yeah, defrogging. Defrogging, yes.
Welcome to a new term, defrogging. Just in case your amphibian needs are overmet.
Well, the defroggers work well in New Mexico. I don't ever see frogs.
I know. They do a lovely job. So the path that we're taking is pretty much the exact same one for the most part that we took in the smart car, just because the Acura site, which the Acura place is located here. Our editor forgot to put the location on the main video, Will Fat Fit, so Pudgy Rolls. You get to see the location map. That's where it is. Driving dynamics of the car, it's really accurate for what I can, from just turning and everything, and a little pun there, accurate, Acura.
I thought that was my job.
Yeah, it was. The steering wheel is a soft touch type material, but it's nice. It's got nice grippies where you want to put your hands and everything. Where I normally put my hands, or which is on the hook my thumbs into the side here of the tri-spoke, three-spoke, whatever. I hook my thumbs and I let my hands rest on the side. Perfect for the gripping the flappy pedals, which it's got flappy pedals.
Yay, flappy pedals.
I like flappy pedals.
So I just noticed one thing. Over next to the side, on each corner there's a speaker, but there's also a little tiny light that shows a blind spot. So if you're looking at the mirror, yeah, it just went on.
Just lit up because of that car right there.
Yeah, that's cool though. So
Yeah.
if you're looking over at the side mirror, it's going to say, hey, look, there's something you can't see. That's awesome.
Yeah. But with the side mirror, the mirrors that I've noticed so far, if there is a blind spot in this car, I'm honestly having a hard time finding it. I really am. I didn't think this crossover would have this much viewpoint, but good lord. The steering feel, like I said, was nice. The way it turns is... It doesn't take that many rotations. It feels good. And the acceleration is just... It's not what I'd expect out of something like this. I was expecting... I mean, granted, I'm not... It's not like I'm expecting a turtle to move. Not nowadays, no. I'm expecting just a little bit more sluggish than you would get out of a car. Not much more, but just a little bit more sluggish. It doesn't feel like it's that big of an automobile when you just accelerate. Even looking around. It's got nice fat rear view mirrors. The gauge cluster, like we're going to show you here in a sec, it looks really nice. Whee! Wow. I can get out of traffic quickly, so I don't have to worry about getting hit. And it's cool. I like it.
Red smart car.
It doesn't feel like a lumbering piece of wood. It just feels like a connected automobile.
Yeah, it's comfy on this side too. I don't really feel much G-force on either side, even during that high-speed turn.
Yeah. My legs.
Well, relatively high speed.
Now, for my wide sitting stance that I normally have, I'm not cramped at all here in the driver's seat. I can hit the pedals just fine, and I'm an odd driver for the fact that I use both my feet to drive. I use my left foot or my right foot for the gas and my left foot for the brake. Probably a lot of people will tell you that's not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to use one foot for the gas and brake, so that way when you panic brake, you don't accidentally hit the gas. Well, I don't panic, so it's kind of null and void for me. But yeah, my wide sitting stance is fine. The gauges are just really great to look at. One of the odd things that I have noticed though is it skips numbers. It goes from 0 to 20 to 40 to 60. It shows only a line for the in between the 10 digits. Okay.
Who's that Pokemon? It's Did It.
Did it, done it. Did it, done it.
Good?
I don't know. There's a lot of things to poke around with. The sunglass holder is up here in the center. You still got a moon or sun. I'm going to say sunroof because I just don't care about those things in any automobile. I've never liked a moonroof. I've never liked a sunroof. I've always wanted a solid roof. My personal preference. So, I neglect to learn the correct word for each one of them. Terminology. The correct terminology. As for everything else, I can see out of it fine. It's got a huge ass button for the hazard lights, and the braking is nice too. It's not stop on a dime, but it's also you hit it hard enough, you're gonna lose something out of your rear end. Your rear end, not the car's rear end. Your rear end.
It's got side curtain airbag.
Yeah,
just noticed that.
It's got a lot of things that I wouldn't expect ever from a car.
Yeah.
Things I wouldn't expect, but a lot of things that should be standard, no matter what. All right, so hope you enjoyed this Pudgy Rolls. It's probably not as long as the rest of them. Do the things down below.
Yeah, like, subscribe, comment, tell me what I do wrong or do good or suggest.
Yes, whatever he does wrong, because if he does it wrong, then that's not my fault. Yeah, backup camera.
Hey.
I'm gonna go park it close to the other one.
Probably a good idea.
And that is a nice screen.
Oh yeah.
It's a light steering wheel too. Just It's not featherweight. Like I've come like for smaller cars, but for its size and everything, that is a light steering wheel.
I think you're about to hit a handicap spot.
It's yellow. It used to be a handicap spot.
Oh, well, anyways. There it is.